Hi guys, this is Bill Soroka, founder of NotaryCoach.com and the Sign and Thrive Notary Training Course and Community. One of the most common questions I get asked is, what kind of social media strategy should a mobile notary and loan signing agent put into place? So there have been tons of books written about social media strategy. There's people who have won and lost fortunes in social media. So I don't have to go in too deep, but I wanted to give you a 6-point social media strategy that a mobile notary and loan signing agent could use when you're just starting out, or even whenever you've got some traction and you want to kind of go next level with this. So here's 6 tips with an overall encompassing idea that people will work with who they've come to know and like. So keep that in mind as we're going. The idea of a social media strategy is to continually offer value to your customers, not always advertise. So that's kind of the driving force behind these 6 points. The first one is before we even dive into that, let's go over the different social media platforms. There really are way more than I even thought existed. I had not heard of a lot of these, and I thought some of them had been, were antiquated and no longer being used. So if you ever want to just get an idea of the different social media websites out there, do a quick Google search. But for our cases here, there's really 6 major ones that you might want to look at. First one, of course, is Facebook. Number 2 is Twitter. Number 3, Instagram. There's also Snapchat, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So those are some possibilities. You've got Tumblr out there as well. You've got all kinds of different ones, like I said, that I hadn't heard of yet. But these are kind of the most common mainstream social media platforms that we have right now. So that takes us right into number 1, is go with what you know. There's a lot of intimidation around social media, especially if it's not something that you grew up with, or it's something that you've resisted, or you really don't want anything to do with it. But maybe you've picked one. Maybe it's Facebook, and that's the one that you're most comfortable with. Even though you're not really that comfortable with it, that's okay. Start with what you know. We don't have to put a whole lot of pressure on ourselves to just go out there and become social media experts yet. So if it's Facebook, go with Facebook. If it's Instagram, stick with Instagram. But commit to learning a little bit more about it. We want to continually learn how to post, what to post, how to schedule posts, how we can create images, all that good stuff. Just gradually grow into it. And if it's just Facebook, just stick to Facebook right now. Just grow and learn with that. If it's Instagram, just stick to a consistent posting schedule. And then you can kind of grow it out and beyond that. So that leads us right to number 2. We're going to expand what you know and then add on maybe a different social media platform. And then you're going to gradually work and grow and learn that one too. Number 3, you want to be authentic. You want to show some personality in your profile, but also always be professional. Be professional and kind no matter what you do. We want to avoid posts that are going to really fire people up on one side of any spectrum whatsoever. That is not going to serve you well in your business, and you're going to have to make some choices on that one. So if you stick to being professional, being kind, but also showing some of your vulnerable personal side, what you enjoy doing, those types of things will tend to play off very well. Now, there is no takesies backsies in social media. So once you post it, it is out there. So if you're new to social media and you think that deleting something actually saves anybody else from ever seeing that in the future, it doesn't work that way. Once something is posted, it can be found again forever. So be conscious about this. Always stick to that professional and kind methodology, and you should be okay. Now, there is a lot of different theories about number 4, which is there's really no such thing as overposting. You want to be a prolific social media poster at some time, and that just means that you're staying consistent and on it, and you're delivering value. There's no overposting unless all you're doing is advertising or selling something over and over and over again. That's either going to get you unfollowed or just unfriended completely on social media because nobody wants to watch that. We want to deliver value. Remember, people work with who they come to like and know and trust. So we want to continue showing our personality, letting people get to know us a little bit so they like us. Maybe they're going to start trusting us because they see what we're doing. That leads us right into number 5, which is share the journey. If you're asking, well, if I can't advertise and I can't sell my services, what am I doing on social media? You're sharing the journey. This could be you taking pictures of sunrises, sunsets, stacks of documents, Starbucks cups, highway traffic, mountain views. We've had some people posting goats and bears and all kinds of weird wildlife that they run into while they're doing their loan signing or mobile notary appointments. That's the kind of stuff that's going to build relatability with people. That's what people want to see. That's what social media is all about anyway. It's a way for us to connect and watch the lives of other people and share our lives as we go. So that's the kind of stuff that people want to get involved with. So you want to deliver value, value, value. Sharing the journey is value. People connect to that. They get something from you sharing the journey. So it's value, 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 value. And then every now and then, if you wanted to speckle in an advertisement, you certainly could. What I found, though, is that when you start sharing the journey on that prolific level, meaning that you've got posts, you're going, on Facebook, you can say you're traveling to Buckeye or whatever other city that you might be going to in your area, you're sharing that kind of stuff. People see what you're doing. They see that you're excited about it. You're passionate about what you do. That's a better advertisement than any type of ad that you could create using Canva or anything. That's what sticks with people's mind. That's why I get tagged in posts all the time. They're like, oh, this guy's all over the place. I know he's a notary that will come to you. So that's what I do. That's the value that I deliver, and that seems to be paying off really well. Now, number 6 is, and finally, is don't overestimate the value of your social media posts. A lot of us think that we can just make a post and we're going to get 10,000 likes and business is just going to start flooding in on us. And that's just not how social media works. Social media, whatever algorithm they're using, sometimes people see your post, sometimes they don't. So that's why you have to continually build the value. You're playing a long game here. It's not just one post. It's not just 2 posts. Frankly, it's not going to be just 1 post a day either. You've got to commit to this and commit to the long-term impact of this. It will take a while before people start seeing your posts. And when you get more and more people who interact with it, that'll actually bump your posts up in news feeds and whatever other algorithm they have for that kind of stuff. It will take a while, so it's not going to be instant gratification for you, but it does pay off when you do it. The other thing I wanted to share with you is one of the most popular social media campaigns I ever ran was as I'm sharing my journey, every now and then, the advertisement that I chose to use was free notary services for my friends and family. That was probably the single most profitable ad campaign I ever had. And you might be wondering, how do you have a profit when you're offering free notary services? Well, my friends and family did not want me to work for free. So even though I advertised it, even though that attracted them to them, even though that helped them remember me, they were still pretty insistent on paying me or tipping me or taking care of me. So that might be through just a payment, that might be through dinner, drinks, or whatever it is. Then I'm always top of mind. So anytime somebody on Facebook is looking for a notary, I get tagged in tons of posts that way. I get Facebook messages all the time like, hey, I got a friend looking for a notary. That's because I'm sharing my journey. They can tell I love what I do. And I've also said that, hey, guys, I'm happy to hook you up. I got a free notary service, especially if you come to me. That keeps me fresh in their mind all the time when somebody's looking for a notary. So those are the 6 steps or the 6-point social media strategy for mobile notaries and loan signing agents. I hope something in there is something that you can use. If you have any questions on that, of course, reach out to me, orders@notarycoach.com, or just like and comment in the comments below or in the section below.